Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode on Unbox Tech Bytes. So, for this episode I'd received a couple of requests from some viewers asking if I could do some ping tests between Community Fibre and Virgin, some of the major servers. So we'd selected things like Google.com, their DNS servers, Amazon, and also a couple of gaming servers, mostly focusing on Ubisoft and Steam. So we'll start off, like always, with a speed test and see how we get on, and we're going to kick it off with Community Fibre. So here, as we've gone in, we can see we've got a 4 millisecond response time, and our download speeds are capping out at 946. Our upload speeds are almost equal to our downloads, and we've come in at 932 there. We will open our command line and we will ping a couple of the servers. So we'll start off with google.com, and we can see here for Community Fibre they have an average of 2 milliseconds. We'll also test their DNS server. I imagine it will work out the same. Yep, 2 milliseconds for that as well. So then we'll ping amazon.co.uk, and we can see here we've got an average of 13 milliseconds. And then for amazon.com, 86 milliseconds, and last but not least, Ubisoft's on at 80 milliseconds. Now for Steam, I go over and I use a dedicated website, pingserverstatus.com, and as we click ping we can see all of the servers around the world, and I'll be looking at the EU West in particular for where I am, and we've got that coming up as 2 millisecond response time. The highest out of all of those is Canada at 84 milliseconds response time, and then we'll do a comparison after we've had a quick look at Virgin. So without further ado, we will jump over to Virgin, and yet again we'll start off with a speed test. So you can see here we've got an average response time of 10 milliseconds, so already more than double that of Community Fibre. We've got our downloads coming in at 388, and our uploads pretty solid 21 there. So likewise we will then open up our command line and we will then ping some of the servers. And for google.com we've got a 13 millisecond response time. The DNS servers for Google are coming in slightly higher, 20 millisecond response time. Over to amazon.co.uk, and that gives us 33 millisecond response time. And then to amazon.com, 89 milliseconds response time. Last but not least, we'll jump over to the Ubisoft server, and that's coming in at an average of 101 milliseconds there. So, like last time, we will then jump over to the Steam server ping page, and we can see here the EU West have a 7-second mill response time, and the largest is yet again Canada, and that's coming in at 102. Now as we jump into the summary, we'll bring up the speed tests together first. Now as I mentioned earlier, Community Fibre does give the same upload speed as the download speed, which is one of the major differences that you'll be seeing in the numbers there. But also the response time is almost double that when it came to the average response time on there. As we then jump over and we have a look at the ping test comparison page, so we start to see quite a few differences here. So Google servers, so for Community Fibre London, coming at 2 milliseconds. They were averaging anywhere between 30 to 20 milliseconds for Virgin. As we went on to Amazon, yet again there was more than double the response time for the .co.uk, but the Amazon.coms pretty much equalled out around 86 and 99 respectively. Now, there was a bit of a difference when it came to the Ubisoft server. There was a difference of 21 milliseconds, which is quite a different game, and obviously that was in Community Fibre's favour. And this is where we start to see the differences between the two of them. Now, as we start off with the top line, the US East, Virgin is treble the response time to that of Community Fibre. If we take where I am, EU in the West for example, it's more than treble the response time, and that goes for the same for quite a few of the different countries that we have here for the live server locations. The only ones where that doesn't necessarily exceed in itself is for the US in the central and the west, and also Canada, but for the rest of them there's definitely a clear margin between the two. Now this is the end of the video. If I could ask that you just take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. This video was per request from a couple of viewers that had already been in touch asking about the various pings there, so I thought it'd be easier just to provide a video for that. Now if you have any videos yourself that you'd like me to see put up on the channel, then do drop me a message. You can either leave a comment directly on the video or you can give me a message directly. You guys take care and I'll catch you soon.